Welcome to the Manuchehri Show, where energy and medicine meet. I will be your host for the next hour. I have over 19 years of healthcare experience and began my career as an energy medicine practitioner while working as an oncology nurse at a Seattle area hospital. My skill in moving energy combined with my medical background have been a catalyst for change in many people's lives. I hope the next hour will be transformative for you as well. Good morning and welcome to the Manuchehri Show. We are live here and it's actually really pretty and not too cold outside. I thought it was going to snow on Sunday or something like that.
Well, Sunday hasn't happened yet, so it's possible.
This is true. I mean, in the Northwest, you could have rain, snow, and thunder in one day.
I usually call it a potpourri of weather.
Yeah. So I guess it could still snow because I mean, this is the perfect time. Most people are home. Kids are already not going to school. Let's get a few feet of snow and go sledding.
Perfect.
Right? Perfect.
Which I know a lot of folks have been going up to the slopes.
Because we've got a lot of snow in the mountains.
Yeah, and also just people are getting out. So just please be careful of those people that actually live up there and their properties. I've been hearing a little backlash
have
on
you?
just people going and like parking on people's lawns, which you really can't see. But like driveways and so forth, like just, hey, park where you need or have to park.
Right. Park where you have to park.
Right. Don't
saying,
park where you're not supposed to. Okay. There's snow everywhere. But
right.
Just be courteous to the people that actually live up there in the mountains.
Yeah. So. Or you can just go up, like I've snowshoed up in the alpine areas. There's actually areas dedicated for cross-country skiers and snowshoeing and hiking. It is such a good workout. I mean, you sweat like immediately.
Mm-hmm.
It's a great workout. Well, welcome to the show, everyone. We're taking calls today. Who do we have on our? Okay. Yeah.
Elephant in the room. Hello.
Yeah. Okay. Yesterday was a lovely day.
Wait, what?
It was a lovely day. Yeah, it was really great. It was lovely. Yeah. And I think I was telling Benny before he went live.
Don't you feel that?
Right? This is going to reduce everyone's, anxiety, or a lot of people. I mean, obviously it's not going to help some people, except for there won't be craziness that people will be able to attach to.
They'll get over it.
People are going to have to withdraw from the drama. Even I got on Twitter yesterday and went, oh, it's nice now.
Right?
Yeah. I'm like, so this is going to help our immune system so that the pandemic can go away. Because it's really hard when we're all stressed out about who's leading the nation or not leading the nation or whatever you want to call it. And there's a pandemic. I mean, these are like two double whammies. So now, and obviously various other reasons, having infrastructure and, the federal government actually doing things that could potentially create better health for everyone. Yeah.
Any takeaways from the inauguration real fast? Other than the obvious.
Well, it was very beautiful. I love that it was intercultural and that there were many people of different races on the platform speaking and singing. And that was
there was a pretty A-list of musicians that went up there.
It was just very heartfelt. Like that's a better picture of America and women. I mean, really for me, Kamala Harris stepping on the stage and taking the oath, the most highest oath in office for any woman ever, which is embarrassing. That's a little embarrassing. I'm just saying. But that was really the main thing for me. What about you?
I can't say enough about that young poet, Amanda Gorman, who is literally, she actually makes history as the youngest known inaugural poet.
Ever.
She crushed her
it was beautiful.
Poem. She did. And I mean, I was listening to it here in the studio while I run on other shows.
Yeah.
Don't tell the host that. But I've got to stay abreast, the situation and so forth like that. So she did an amazing job. And it's been floating around. It's like the next Maya Angelou, which is so cool.
Yeah,
she did an amazing
lovely.
Job. And at 22.
I know, she's very, very young, obviously very wise and talented. And I loved how everybody didn't pretend what really happened. Like they weren't like knocking down our last president, but they were saying none of this, we're not going to pretend like none of this happened. Right. We're going to talk about it in a way. We're going to talk about racism. We're going to talk about misogyny. We're going to talk about abuse of power. And that was very refreshing. Even Biden, I thought his speech was excellent. I thought he did an excellent job.
Well mentioned, well written, so to speak.
You
gotta write stuff
spoken.
Like that.
Yeah, he did a really good job. He's been waiting to do that for a very long time.
Has.
Yeah. And I think he hit it out of the park.
He probably did it 4 years ago.
He probably's been practicing. Hey. I hope he's been practicing.
It makes sense.
Yeah.
Courtney said she watched the poem read like 10 times, you said?
Oh, Courtney loved
oh, yeah.
it.
She's like, loves it. So good on that. Great job, Amanda.
Yeah.
And for everyone watching.
Yes. For everyone. Everyone did a beautiful job.
Mhm.
And I also loved how they used the flags and they lit up the reflection pool with the candles on the outside. I thought it was very tastefully done and made us all feel like we belong. It was really beautiful.
Well, this kind of brings me back to like the early 90s with the whole Desert Storm thing and how the country just had to come together at the moment and an opportunity. And it's like almost that's where we are now. I mean, in my own opinion.
Yeah, no, I agree.
It just felt like that love was back.
Yeah. And even though for those people who maybe this wouldn't have been their choice, hopefully they can feel compassion and kindness because that's what we want anyway.
Step across the other sides of the aisle, make friends.
Yeah.
Get it done.
Yeah, sounds great.
All right.
Okay, so I guess I'm taking calls today.
Yep.
My favorite thing to do, by the way.
Super exciting because
this is your celebration.
Okay, we've had enough. That'll be in your ear all day.
Yeah, yeah. Okay.
877-825-8828 for the Marie Manuchehri Show. 877-825-8828. And we'll start the show off with Kelly calling in from, I believe, is it Gillette, Wyoming?
That is correct.
Yay!
Thank you guys for taking my call.
Of course, Kelly. What can I do for you?
I guess my call today is I'm wondering about a move.
Okay.
I think I'm a few years out, but I'm really ready to be out of my community.
Okay.
Just any insight into that and how my family would handle something like that.
Okay. And you're in a partnership, correct?
I am, yes.
Right. Okay. And everything's going well there?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Are you sure? There was just a little hesitation, I thought.
I've been asked that question a couple different times, and I love being married.
Okay.
So I don't know why it comes up. I guess.
Right. So not just by me, but other people too, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. All right. So that means that energetically there's something there, but if you aren't seeing it and it's not bothering you, that's all that matters, right? Like there's something, but it's not bothering you. So who cares, right? Like you're happy, you're content, you're enjoying your family. I don't know if your spouse wants to move.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He says he does.
He does? Okay. All right. And maybe we're just all misreading him. All right. So has he given you ideas about moving or where he'd like to live or?
Yeah, he's very interested in the Texas area.
Oh.
And personally, I don't care. I'm just ready to leave, you know.
Okay. But let's look at this instead of being I don't care. I don't think Wyoming to Texas is a really great idea. Because when I look at the reasons why you want to leave Wyoming, I think those reasons exist in Texas. So I think you need to reevaluate. I want you to spend some time really getting to know yourself. Like I'm not against the move. I think that's wonderful, but maybe you need to figure out what you really want and need so you don't move to another place and go, I don't want to live in this environment. Do you see what I mean?
True.
Yeah.
So the other area I personally have looked at is more the Arizona area.
I think that's a little better. It's the only thing about Arizona, my neighbors are moving there in the spring, actually. It's hot, like a lot hot. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Yeah. So do you like the heat?
I don't mind the heat. Yeah.
Okay.
We live in a pretty cold area now. So.
I know, but you get a lot of seasons where you live. You know, it's not just always cold. So here's what I think you have to do before you make these decisions. And I love that you say that you're a couple years out on it. You need to figure out what Kelly wants. You need to figure out what makes Kelly happy. And so you know what you don't want. You know that whatever environment in the community is present, you don't like it. That's great. That's huge to know what you don't want. That's gigantic. But now I think you need to spend some time and get some better clarity so that the next move really is like you could stay there for 10 years or something like that.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So I think you need to spend some time figuring out what kind of people do you like to hang out with. Like I personally could not live in a conservative environment. It's just, I just couldn't. I would say my neighborhood's kind of moderate, not super liberal maybe, but yeah, so I know that about myself. So that kind of limits me about where I could live in the world. So you need to figure out what do you need in a community first? What do you need? How do you feel the most comfortable in relating with others? And then I want you to start looking at different parts of the world and then maybe go visit them, different parts of the country, and go hang out for a weekend, which would be fun for your family. Maybe not right now, but sometime hopefully later this year or next year.
Yeah. Okay. I know for sure I want something that's new age. I'd like to actually at some point open up a business that sells,
so Texas would not be good. I mean, I'm not saying Texas is changing, which is wonderful. But if you want to have people to go to your spiritual bookstore or do something that's metaphysical, you need to live in an area where enough people are going to go there so you can keep the lights on.
Exactly.
Right? So Texas would, I mean, Texas is changing. It's beautiful, wonderful. I love all the change that's happening around the country, honestly. But you need to be mindful of that.
Yeah, you might have to do a little research before you head in.
Yeah. Now, Arizona is a little bit better. They actually have a bookstore in Phoenix that I've been to multiple times. I've given talks at. I can't remember what it's called right now. Maybe Chapter 1. I'm not sure, but it's huge if it's still in business, and it's lovely. So Arizona is a little bit more flexible, or parts of it might be.
Right. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Well, I understand. Thank you so much.
You're welcome, Kelly, and have fun getting to know yourself better.
All right. I will. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, thanks, Kelly, for joining in. There's a Chapter 1 Wellness Center.
In Phoenix or right around there. Yeah, so that must be it. Yeah.
Sure. We'll call it that.
Yeah, we'll call it that. Yeah. Great place though. They whichever bookstore is in Phoenix, they have like famous speakers there. They have huge speaking area. Obviously, they're probably not doing that right now. Even like our own East West Bookshop is not.
Webinars or something, maybe?
Yeah, they're doing
Zooming.
everything online right now. Yeah. Okay.
All right. 877-825-8828 for the Marie Manuchehri Show. If you need that number, we will take one more caller before our first break. And we have Liana, I believe, calling in from Redmond. Did I get that right?
Yes. Hello, Benny. Good morning.
Morning.
Good morning. What can I do for you?
So I was wondering if you could help me figure out why I'm not happy and what to do about it.
Oh.
And I know you always say, follow your joy, but it's hard for me to even have the motivation to do anything that I think might bring me joy, and nothing sounds like a good idea.
And how long has that been going on?
Oh, gosh, maybe a month or so.
Oh, that's not that long. I mean, people can have moments in their life where everything just sucks, like.
But not right now talking to us because you're happy right now. So
I feel good talking to you guys.
Yes.
You always
Good.
That's
what I wanted to
Good.
Yeah.
So did anything happen in the last 30 days that kind of inspired this, what you feel is not a normal thing for you? Did anything happen?
I think she's thinking about it.
Yeah.
Did we lose her?
I don't know. Are you there?
Liana.
We lost
She's engaged.
her.
She's engaged. I don't know.
Okay. Wait, there you are.
Wait.
I'm so sorry. It might have been my headset. So
Did you hear the question?
I started a new job.
Okay.
In the beginning of January, and my schedule changed, and I'm a lot busier, and so it's an adjustment.
Yeah. So that's what I think it's about.
Okay. So is there anything I can do to make it more pleasant, or is it just I need to be patient and just know that I'm out of my comfort zone temporarily?
Well, do you like the job? I already know the answer to this question, by the way.
You do?
Yeah.
Okay,
no.
Well, yeah, I've been feeling a little bit like maybe it's not completely in alignment with who I am right now.
Yeah, I don't think it is. And then if you needed more time, like some people need more space, right? I'm someone who needs to chill out and sit on the couch and relax. And if you're doing something you don't really like and you're also busier than you had been, I think that's kind of the double whammy. What was the reason why you took this particular job? Do you know?
Well, one of the reasons was because I hadn't been working for a while, and I felt like it would be, it was an opportunity. I had been on unemployment, and I thought that it'd be great to earn some money, and also just kind of spread my wings a little bit and get working with people more, getting out of the house. I just thought it'd be positive. For not maybe a permanent thing, but leading somewhere, and I could kind of get my energy moving and things like that.
I think those are all great reasons why you chose to go back to work, right? That totally makes sense. What if you start to tell yourself, what if this isn't permanent? What if I'm stepping back into the workforce and I'm keeping my eyes and my ears open for something that's more compatible for me? Why don't you start having a little chat with yourself regarding it? I feel some sort of resentment. Do you have a partner or kids, or do you have a lot going on in your life other than the job?
That's so funny, because when I was writing notes about what to ask you, I wrote down, no kids, no pets, no friends, no life.
So that's the resentment. It's the opposite. You don't have enough outlet. You don't have people to hang out with. You're not dating. You're not walking your dog or hanging out with your cat. So when you go to work, are there people that you can meet and connect with?
Oh, no, it's not like that. It's mostly working one-on-one with individual clients, and I don't really have coworkers,
okay,
so to speak.
Okay, so you need to get a life outside of work. So good job. You got a job. That's okay. I think that's perfectly fine, but I think you need to have people in your life. Do you have any friends at all? I mean, I'm sure you do have a few friends. Like when was the last time you had a Zoom dinner or a Zoom happy hour?
Oh, well, actually, so some friends of mine at a distance that we live across the country, we went to grad school together.
Yeah.
We're planning to do something on Saturday morning this weekend. We haven't talked for a while. And I do have a couple friends here and there.
Good.
But yeah, it's definitely not like the area of my life that's most developed at this moment.
So now that you've got work kind of off your plate, because I know you were a little bit worried, with unemployment and all of that and concern. Now you've got that off your plate for a little while, in terms of maintaining the job that you have right now. Go ahead and start investing in your personal life. Yeah, go on some walks with some people. Wear your masks, stay 6 feet away, be outside. I think that would be really fun for you.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I did meet up with a friend yesterday for a walk.
Good.
So I'm trying to, but I guess where do I meet people with this mask on and everything like that?
Right. Well, let's start off with your friends that you're going to have your Zoom meeting with. Maybe you guys can talk about that. How are they meeting new friends? And what are they doing to stay socially active? Right. And then I guess what I want you to do, because I think what happens is when you go to work, and I don't mean just this job, but just work in general, you do get a little resentful because I think you're probably a really hard worker and you give your all. And maybe give a little less, like take back like 20% and put that into your social life.
Okay.
Okay, good. That seems to be something that is workable for you.
Thank you so much.
You're
I will
welcome.
give it a try.
Have a gorgeous day.
You too. Bye.
Right.
Yeah, and don't forget to smile with your eyes.
Yeah, because that's what we have
That's what
to
you got to
do
do
now.
Yeah.
I got to remember that. Smile with my eyes.
You can
Because
practice
I'm
right now.
smiling.
You can practice right now.
I'm smiling with
I
my
love it.
mask all the time, but
Love it.
nobody can see it, right? So I got to start smiling with my eyes. All right.
Just look at the camera.
Okay.
There we go.
All right.
Perfect. 877-825-8828 for the Marie Manuchehri Show. We'll be right back with more from Marie.
And welcome back to the Manuchehri Show. We're live here in really pretty, not too freezing Seattle.
So we had our first comment on the YouTube. If you haven't checked things out, go to YouTube and type in the show. And then Golden Doodle, whoever that is, hello, says, love the jersey, Marie.
Oh, thank you.
So
Thank you so much. Yeah.
See, you make it happen.
Okay, great. It's the first time I've worn it, actually. So
877-825-8828 is the number for the Marie Manuchehri Show. We are taking your calls all hour this hour. And let me scroll up here so we can get Emma from Virginia on the line. Hi, Emma.
Hello?
Emma?
Hello?
Is Emma there?
Hello?
Hi.
Oh, there she is. Hi, Emma.
Hi. Sorry, my headphones weren't working.
That's okay.
That's okay. What can we do for you?
I was calling about sort of a strange incident that happened to me a couple weeks ago.
Okay, yeah, we want to hear all about it.
Sure. Do you want me to talk about it?
Yeah, go
Sure,
for it. You're
go
live
ahead.
on the air. Yeah.
Okay.
Let's hear it.
Okay. Well, it was like, I guess, 3 weeks ago, and I was just relaxing. I did have a little, like THC gummy, but
Okay. All right.
We all know what those are, especially over here in
Funny
Seattle
was I
area,
had,
right?
I had complete and total amnesia.
Oh, really?
Huh.
Like
It was
like
really,
like you couldn't
strange. I
remember
didn't-
anything, like you weren't who you are?
yep.
I love that.
Those
You
are
know,
some good gummies.
I didn't know like, that water existed. I didn't know, anyways.
Well,
So I was
sometimes
just wondering if you had any insight.
yeah, I
into-
do actually. I do have an insight.
Okay.
I haven't smoked marijuana or taken any form of it since high school, but
The recreational drugs
yeah.
is what you're saying, right?
whatever. Yeah.
Whatever.
No, I haven't since high school. I'm stoned all the time, basically, as an intuitive. I see and hear weird things all the time. So I feel
High
like
on life.
I'm kind of, high on life all the time. So I don't need help. But what I think happened for you, Emma, is that you have been expanding in a multisensory way. Like maybe you've been meditating more. Maybe you've been being more present. You already have shifted your consciousness to some degree. And then you took something to help you slip away a little bit further. Obviously, something very benign, at least here in the Northwest, we think of it as a benign thing. And you had like a really cool multisensory experience. That's what yogis work for in their meditation, is to feel like nothing, like they don't exist. That's a really beautiful, to let go of everything and to be in this free flowing energy. So that's why some people will take psychedelics like ayahuasca. I'm not a fan of it because, again, I don't need a lot of drugs, but a lot of people will take, those kind of hallucination kind of drugs to help them have spiritual experiences. So that's what happened.
Right.
You've already done enough work that you just need to have a little THC and you slipped into the abyss. How amazing is that? That's pretty
Well,
cool.
it wasn't.
It scared you, of course. Yeah.
It was scary.
Yeah,
I
but
I thought I was going to die. I told my husband, I was like, go get everybody. And you just tell everyone that this is it.
I love it. So when this happens again, whether you're meditating or you had another gummy, don't go into fear, because imagine all the things you could have learned or experienced if you left your ego alone, because the ego is fear. Anytime you go into fear, we're dancing with our ego. So you want to catch yourself when that starts to happen, because that's kind of normal. Humans are so conditioned to be in their brain analyzing and processing and trying to control everything. When we have no control over everything, that when you have a moment that's really spiritual like you had, it scares the bejeebies out of you, and you start planning your funeral. So hold back next time. Just stay in the abyss. And
I had also been like working with crystals like right before it, and so I think that's sort of what built up the energy.
I think it's great. Congratulations. So your goal would be.
Thank you for that clarity. It's good to know that I wasn't having like a brain hemorrhage or something.
No, no, and the goal would be at some point to do it even without THC.
Yeah,
right?
definitely.
Yeah, but it's great to have that experience, and now you know what it feels like and what your goal is.
And there are different strengths
True.
of gummies, by the way.
Oh, there are.
Oh,
okay.
yeah. So there's maybe we can work on that too. If we
I'm
need.
telling you, probably the marijuana that I
I've heard.
smoked.
So I've heard.
Yeah, so you've
Right,
heard,
so
right?
right.
And a long time ago is a fraction of the drugs that are
Right.
available today.
Yeah.
That's why we
I
could.
try not to use it. And
No, it's
and I'm
fine.
hoping to.
It's fine.
We're not saying you shouldn't.
Yeah, I think it was lovely what
Well,
happened.
If it's going to take me on a rocket ship every time, I'd rather
I don't think that that's wrong. How you reacted to it, that's the part you want to control. That was resistance. So
that's such awesome advice.
Yeah, that's what you want to control. Let the abyss happen. That was a very fortunate and lucky and blessed moment. I mean, if they were alive, we could ask Wayne Dyer and Timothy Leary because they took acid for years to become spiritualists. Okay, which you don't need to do these days anymore. Okay.
That's wonderful. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Have a great day.
You too.
Alrighty.
Thank you so much.
Sure.
Bye,
Bye.
Thanks, Emma, so much.
That was cute.
877-825-8828 is the number for the Marie Manuchehri Show. We'll take Barb now calling in from here, the local area, Seattle. Hi, Barb.
Hello.
Hello,
Marie.
Barb. What can we do for you?
Hi.
Well, I have a question that I don't know if it's appropriate or not, and of course you can decide that. But I live next to a household of two 65-year-old women, and they adopted a child when they were 40, about 40.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And the child they adopted was a 7-year-old who came from very dysfunctional family, drugs and stuff like that.
Right.
Okay, so they raised this child, and now this child has 4 children. She's in her 20s. Each of them have a different dad, and the 2 women are raising first the oldest daughter, who is 8.
Yeah.
And then when she was 6, her 11-month younger half-brother came to live with them. Okay, so
what's your question? That's what I want to know.
My question is, I have been trying to give these women a break. I love their kids, and they're very tired. So my goal is to help them out.
Yeah.
But these 2 children are very, very difficult. And I was wondering if you could, do a reading on them so that I can help. And because I have not been interacting with them well recently because of what's going on in their house.
Yeah, I think you need to step away. I know that sounds weird and crazy and unkind and not very neighborly. I think it's lovely you want to help, and if they reach out for you for help, that's great. But
and they have recently.
Okay.
I was offering it before, and recently they're like, "Can you take the kids, for a little while?"
Great. So that's lovely.
Okay.
But I don't think you should do more than what they ask for.
Right.
Right?
Stand your ground, have boundaries.
Yes, have boundaries because, obviously, whatever's going on in this interesting family dynamic is a little bit of codependency and not enough boundaries or whatever, right? Like there's dysfunction in every family. And anyone who says they don't have a dysfunctional family is lying to you. They're absolutely lying. So I think that's lovely. You want to help. They're now reaching out. That's perfect. So I don't think anything's wrong.
They're very difficult for me to deal with.
Well, then maybe you don't want to help.
There are those boundaries we're talking about.
Right.
But there's nothing, can you tell me anything about?
Well, I just feel like that their private life is their private life, and that I've kind of rules about reading energy. I know that sounds interesting, but if someone comes to me and wants me to read someone's energy, one of the first that's not in their family, let's say, or I know this is a neighbor, and in a way, you guys are family because you have a community. But I don't feel their desire for me to read their energy. So I'm very polite, and I kind of stand outside of other people's auric fields when they don't want me to read their energy, and I don't. So I think you need to sit down with yourself and find out what you really want to do and what you're capable of doing, so that when you do offer help, it can be help that you really can do. Like with my grandkids, I don't want to take care of them full time. Obviously, I love my job. I told all my daughters that before they had children. Or when I realized it. Yet I'm happy to help when I want to, and I let my kids know my availability and what I want to do, and what I'm willing to do, and everyone's happy about it. Everyone's very respectful of each other's time and energy. So I think you need to get clarity on what you can do, and what you would want to do, and what would make you happy. I would prefer you stop worrying about your neighbors and you start having a wonderful life for yourself. That's what I would love for you to do. What do you think about that?
Well, I think that's great. I worry 10 years down the road when these kids are crazy and come over, they're just
Well,
they're out of control.
I know. I mean, I'm not saying I know. I understand what you're saying, but that's not actually healthy energy. You want to send beautiful light to their family. If you want to be helpful, send light that these people are going to figure it out and that they're doing great and that these kids are going to be successful in their lives, regardless of the outcome. I always send positive energy to everyone all the time. Maybe not always to my ex-husband. I just choose not to send energy in that direction, which is my issue, by the way. But I'm just saying, send beautiful, healthy, lovely energy to them. Do not send these kids are going to be a nightmare in 10 years. That's not healthy. You don't know that,
No, you're
number
right.
one.
I just want to have a good relationship with them, and
Well,
to have them know that I'm here if they need something.
well, it sounds like you've done that,
Yep.
and they've offered you some times, and you still don't really know if you want to help. I think you need to spend some time falling in love with you, enjoying your own life, and then send positive vibration out to the rest of the world. No more worrying, no more thinking about the future in a negative way. I don't think that's healthy for you, not to mention it doesn't help anyone.
Okay.
Okay? And then
Yeah,
let me
that
know what
sounds-
happens. Things might change once you start to do that.
Okay.
Okay?
That sounds great.
Okay,
Yep.
good. Okay,
Thank
thank you. Have a
you.
great day, Barb. Sure.
Yeah, thanks very much for calling in. 877-825-8828 is the number for the Marie Manuchehri Show. We'll take one more before our last break of the hour.
I can't believe it's already
I know, we need
what?
more of this show from you.
Oh.
More. 2 hours, 2 hours maybe.
2 hours, maybe. I don't know.
We'll talk to our
Okay.
investors,
Yeah.
so to speak. We will take now Sherry, who's calling in from Canada. Hi, Sherry.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Of course, Sherry. How are you?
I'm good. I'm nervous even though I've called in.
Oh, have you called in before?
Yes.
And how was the advice? Was it helpful?
I do find it helpful, but I guess I'm calling because even though it's helpful, I feel like I'm not making progress.
Uh-huh. Okay. So tell me what's going on.
Sorry?
Just tell me what's going on.
Oh, well, I seem to feel emotions so strongly, and for years, I've just been caught up in, complaining, especially in my marriage. And
the last 4 years have really put a lot of people into negative thinking. I mean, it's just been so negative everywhere, all the time, right? So maybe now that things are going to start to change a little, I mean, I know you live in Canada. But I can't tell you how many Canadian clients of mine emailed or left some sort of message yesterday of congratulations. So maybe because things are going to start to change around the world and feel a little kinder and softer, you might be able to stop complaining. What do you think?
well, I hope that's the case. I wondered what you see as far as just because it feels like it's been a good decade of me struggling with negative thinking and worrying, and it's almost like if I am in a happy vibration, which is what I want to be, I feel like I'm not myself, which sounds really bad.
Well, no, I love that you're exploring this and you're checking it out and you're trying to understand it. First of all, I drew out your energy. You have beautiful energy moving in your body. So I'm curious to think that you're still in your head looking at your life from your mind versus in your emotional body feeling your life, which are two very, very, very different things. Very different things.
Right, and I am trying to sit
Uh-huh.
my second chakra in meditation.
Okay. Why don't you try sitting feeling your feet while you walk around your life? Hang out in your feet, wiggle your toes, get as far away from your brain as possible. Here's an example. This morning, my house is I still have I haven't taken the Christmas tree down. I took all the decorations, but I haven't sliced it up yet because I always saw it up myself and put it in the recycling. I have, equipment up because I have to make a video today and I did an online class yesterday.
It's your own release.
What?
It's your own release. It's your moment you have with the tree.
Right.
It's
Yeah.
totally
I'm
fine.
not ready. I love the tree. It's so pretty. And it's
comforting
actually
you on this.
fresh. It's actually still fresh.
I'm
It's really
comforting
pretty.
you on this
But at
one.
any rate, I'm walking around the house and someone has to come in and fix something in the house and I need to make my bed, which I don't really like to do. And so I was looking at the house through my mind, right? And I'm like, ugh. And then I stopped and rested in my body and went, this is lovely. So you can have a huge shift in awareness. I mean, really, I went, oh my God, this is lovely. What are you complaining about? This is gorgeous. And you don't even have to make the bed. What are you talking about? So you need to allow yourself, which by the way, this is the part that maybe you're most confused about, that you actually have a choice. So many people think that their brain is the mm, the only and the final leading factor in your life. And it's not. It is in a minority, and you're giving it power. You need to realize that you have power and other parts of your body that are stronger and more effective than the overthinking analytical mind. So feel your toes, walk around, and see if you can start to connect to another part of yourself. And you have to do it all the time, just like what I described. I do that all day long. I catch myself, I recalibrate my energy, I feel instead of think, and then I have a completely different perception, which gives me a different vibration that allows me to have a completely different outcome.
Okay.
Okay?
Well, I'm wondering, how would you handle, like, I do have some people around me who are really wrapped up in conspiracy theory stuff.
That would be hard.
And it's fun. I get pulled into it. And
I wouldn't. Ignore them. Don't talk to them. Go into the other room. I would not connect with them. I mean, they might be living underneath your roof. Go in the other room. Don't talk to them. Don't be a part of it. You have a choice. You have a choice a million times a day where you're going to be, how you're going to respond, what you're going to think about, what you're going to feel. You are a powerful person. Allow yourself to be empowered.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
Give it another try.
I will.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Bye.
All right.
Yeah,
Have a
thanks,
great day.
Sherry, joining us from the Canada area. 877-825-8828 is the number for the show.
I think it is kind of interesting how these conspiracy theories have just really gotten out of hand and really kind of crippled a lot of mental thinking, especially in the United States, but obviously, worldwide. Even I don't always pay attention to those things, and I do have some family members that are conspiracy theorists, but I don't talk to them, so I don't really pay attention to their mental, interesting craziness, or at least that's my perception. But I think it is kind of challenging, that a lot of people have been. I think these conspiracy theory groups are actually cults. They act very cultish, and they're trying to get people to believe a certain way. It's very negative and abusive. That's what I think. So
Very much so. Very much so.
Kind of interesting.
All right, we're at the last break of the show. 877-825-8828 for the Marie Manuchehri Show. We'll be right back with more from Marie.
Oops.
Perfectly normal.
Yeah.
Perfectly normal.
Yeah, that apparently that song had a word that we can't say on the
I
radio.
gave Courtney creative direction for today's show, and we forgot that you can't play those lyrics, specific ones on the
maybe
air.
she just forgot that word was in there. But I love how Benny's laughing right now, because when I do something like that, he does not laugh like that. He looks at me like,
well, because I kind of was like, it's a song. I trust her. No, I'm just joking. It's an accident. It's a very colorful word in itself, just like the song states.
It's one of my favorite words, actually, but, we don't say it.
She said I did
on the
not
air.
know. That's
yeah.
okay.
So
That's why
cute.
we have this other device up here to save me, so we're all good.
Yeah. Okay, who do we have on the phone?
Sure, 877-825-8828 for the Marie Manuchehri Show. We'll take Rebecca calling in from Seattle. Hi, Rebecca.
Hi, how are you? Thank you for taking my call.
Of course, Rebecca. What can we do for you?
I wanted to ask, I love walking several times a week, and it's a great time for me to my head and just get out in nature. And lately, I've been having a lot of hip pain in my right hip.
Okay.
And I don't know if it's something that if I'm pushing myself too hard, or it's emotionally related, or I just wanted to see if you had any insights and what might be the source of it.
Right. Well, there's always an energetic reason for anything that's happening in the world, including a physical condition. So there's always an energetic reason. The hips are about moving forward in one's life, and the right-hand side of the body is about power, powerfully moving through something. The left is about receiving energy, powerfully receiving and moving forward in one's life. So is there something that you're not moving forward on? Are you holding yourself back? Are you waiting? Are you being cautious?
Well, earlier this year, I decided to separate with my husband, but we're still in the same house.
Ah.
And because of finances, and we have kids and stuff like that, so it's been a challenge. But I guess in the time that we've had together, it's been an opportunity to really look at how I've contributed to some of the relationship problems. And so that's been insightful, but I guess I still, in some ways, part of me feels like I made the right choice, and then another part of me keeps doubting whether I made the right choice. So
here's a question. Do you want to jump in bed with this guy and spend time loving him?
No.
Right. So that's your answer. Well, I mean, I think the answers to life are really simple. People make them extremely complicated. But you are not in love with him. I don't feel that at all. I don't think you're in love with him. You love him. He's the father of your children. You obviously have great respect for him, and you're able to cohabitate with him during somewhat of what has been a challenging time in the world. And I think those are all lovely and wonderful things and things to be proud of. But it's okay that you don't want to be with him. There's nothing wrong with that. You know that, right?
Yeah. Well, yes, but I guess sometimes I keep asking myself maybe that there's something wrong with me, and I'm like missing something.
I don't think so. No, I don't think anything's wrong with you. I think that you outgrew each other a while ago, and you tried really hard to make it work, and it's not working for you. And I think you made an excellent decision, and it's time to move on, or whenever you're ready to financially move on, it's time.
Okay. Can I ask one more really quick question?
Super fast, please.
I made friends with somebody a while back, and we've been exchanging email, and for quite a long time. And I also wonder if this person is a good friend for me, or if it's more of an energy drain that's also keeping me in a holding pattern.
I think he's keeping you in a holding pattern a little bit.
Okay.
I'm not against you having a friendship with this person, but I think you want more than friendship with this person. And you're maybe not quite ready for that in your life.
Okay.
You've got a lot going on. This may not be the best time to venture out. You know what I'm saying? In attraction and things of that nature, because you have so much going on. I'm not saying you can't do that in the near future, but you're still kind of confused about your home life. I think it is a distraction about the other things, because I don't see, there can be moments of joy, but I don't see it very joyful. It looks complicated to me. This friends are supposed to be fun, relaxing.
Yes.
I don't feel that.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. And look at how much better you feel, although your energy looked lovely. So you're on the right track. You're moving forward. Just keep moving forward so that hip can relax.
Okay. Thank you
You're
so much, Marie
welcome.
and Benny
Oh,
and
thank you.
Courtney. All right.
Okay, have a great
Have
day.
a fantastic day.
All righty. Bye-bye.
Yeah, thanks, Rebecca, for joining the show. 877-825-8828. And we'll take Charlotte calling in from the Seattle area as well. Hi, Charlotte.
Hi, thank you so much for taking my call.
Of course, Charlotte. What can I do for you?
So I'm calling because I just would love like a reading around, or if you have any insight around what this year is going to bring for me in terms of career growth, or I've been in a lot of holding patterns throughout my adult life around wanting to do this and then changing my mind and wanting to do that. And I would love, I feel like I have come to a decision, and I'm just not, I'm having some fear around, is this really the right thing for me to do, etc.
So I'm not going to answer the question you asked because it's not going to be helpful, in my opinion. You need to do some inner work. You need to feel confident, deserving, worthy, precious, magnificent. You need to do a lot of inner nurturing. Like, honey, I love you. You're amazing. I'm so proud of you. Wow. I want you to start talking to yourself that way. And you don't have to do it out loud if you don't feel comfortable doing it that way. You can just do it silently in your head. But you need to work on building up your self-worth so that you can follow through on the things that truly do inspire you instead of pouring water on them, which is what you do. You get excited, then you pour water on it. Then you're okay for a little while, and then you get bored, and you venture out, you feel some enthusiasm, you get excited, and then you pour water on it again. So this needs to happen from the inside, where you feel confident that you're worthy and deserving, and then things can explode and move forward.
Okay. Thank you.
You're
that's
welcome.
What I needed to hear.
Great. And keep us posted on how that goes.
Okay. Thank you so
Alrighty. Okay. Bye-bye.
Yeah, thanks, Charlotte, for joining in. And we're going to just move right along here.
Right.
Yep. We'll take Alexa now calling in from Seattle. Hi, Alexa.
Hello?
Alexa, you there? Got to turn off your radio in the background there, Alexa. She's going to hear us in 3, 2, 1. Oh, man. I thought I was right on it.
I keep thinking that Alexa's going to turn on.
Right?
You know?
Probably what's going to happen, like all the other like households we go into. All right,
Yeah,
well,
right.
Let's put them back on hold.
Okay.
And let's do this. And me pushing buttons. Let's see. Rocio from Seattle. Hi, Rocio.
Hi.
Hello.
Thank you for taking my call.
Of course. What can I do for you?
Son has two herniated discs and a genetic condition called spinal stenosis. He has been in a lot of pain.
And this isn't you, right? This is someone else?
It's my son, but he just got an injection 2 days ago, and he's feeling better.
Right. But that's
but
temporary.
I would like you to read something about him and me as a mother, too.
Well, you know you care too much about this kid, right?
Yeah.
Because the picture I get is a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Like, you're so close. Like, he's the peanut butter, you're the jelly, and then the bread's holding you guys so close together, there's just no wiggle room. You worry about him so much. Agreed?
Say that again?
You worry about him a lot.
Yes.
This has to stop. Worrying about anything only makes it worse.
Okay.
You have to start thinking happy things about him.
About him?
Yes. You have to think beautiful things about him. You have to send him positive energy. That's what I want you to do. So his pain is actually because he does too much for others. He also worries about other people and cares enormously about others. Agreed?
Okay.
Is that true?
About us, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So he needs to stop worrying too so his back can get well.
He's very isolated. He doesn't have social relationships.
He doesn't have a lot of
Yeah,
friends.
he worries about the planet and
Yeah, he's got to stop that immediately.
Yep.
Because that's not helping his back. It's breaking down his physical body, actually. So could you both make a pact that you're going to stop worrying? He'll stop worrying about the planet. You'll stop worrying about him. And then things can start to move forward and his back can move into some stability and get well. And then because you won't be worrying about him, he can meet new friends, you know, start to have a life. Do you think you could do that?
Yeah.
Okay. And
okay, so if this change of worry changes, he will get better.
Well, I can't 100% guarantee it, but there will be many, many opportunities for him to get well. So basically, yes,
But let's give it a shot and see what happens. It will it will make your life better first and foremost. And then let us know. Give it a couple months and you have to work on this because it's a pattern. Okay?
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Have a beautiful day.
Thanks, Rocio, for joining us. Let's quickly run back to Alexa, see if we can get a quick question in. Alexa, you're back on the air. Hello?
Hello?
Alexa? All right. Well, I guess we're just going to have to wrap her up for today.
All right. Well, a lot of Seattle people today. Yeah.
I like it.
Oh, you
super fantabulous, right?
Aww.
How do you not like that?
Oh, I like all of it, but it was just kind of surprising. Lots of Seattle people. We wish everyone a really beautiful day. We hope that your neurotransmitters are relaxing and your autonomic system is moving into the parasympathetic aspect because the world feels a little bit better. At least we hope that it feels that way for you, and that your immune system increases exponentially so that we can all go out and hang out with each other again. Have a beautiful day. Bye-bye for now.